Hello there folks, right, bit of a special one for you. This is, first for me, it's a Great Wall Hobby. Yes, I've never had any of their kits and I didn't realise that this was in stock in Hannants. If you're in the UK, Hannants is our main distributor for kits imported into the UK. Didn't realise this was in stock. I thought, oh, I've got to have one because I've been looking at this kit years on and off. I thought I could only get it from abroad, but surprise, surprise, it's here. Okay, so this is a very different aircraft than what I normally build. This is obviously the Devastator, the TBD-1. Yeah, of course this is the VT8 at Midway version. This is a 1942 variant. If you're not aware of VT8 at Midway, basically the squadron was entirely lost to the Japanese fleet, pretty much. They tried to get a hit on some of the carriers and all failed, pretty much, very sadly. Obviously that's how the story goes, how I believe anyway. But so yeah, not much more to say really apart from the Devastator. Well, it's an unusual one for me because I don't really build US aircraft, but looking at it I thought yes, I've got to have a go at it because it does look an interesting build. I had a book, modelling book upstairs, and it had it for years and years. It's one of my very first the military modelling books I get. It had this basically built and reviewed in it, and I loved it ever since, and ever since I wanted to get my hands on one, so here we go. Well, I mean years, I mean over 10 years ago, but there we go. So anyway, whilst that was on its way, I picked up this just to get you aware. Obviously this is the Osprey books, which I crave and adore. Yeah, very useful information here, quite a bit actually. You've got some photographs of the cockpit areas, that will be helpful when you get around to building it. And obviously all the different details and all the schemes you can build in here, and even some colour photos, look at that. So that's that. Anyway, we're getting on with the review. I've seen a couple of reviews online, but not many properly, like fully having a look at, so I thought I might do one. So obviously this is in 1/48 scale. The number for this one is L4807. You find that for the code, and it looks like you do get two marking options. You get VT8 aboard the USS Hornet, flown by George Gay. And obviously again VT8 above the US Hornet, Squadron Commander John C. Waldron. Obviously both their aircraft were lost, sadly. There we go. So there's not much else information. It just gives you on the side some details of what is to come in the actual box itself. So we've got some different parts up there. Obviously we get a twin gun on the back, which was actually new to VT8 at the side. And we get some torp, obviously the torp, and then the open and closed canopy. So quite a number of details that Great Wall Hobby have to offer. So I'm sorry about the glare anyway, I can't help it, but there we go. So, in the box we have a one-piece cowling, that's very nice. I can't see any mould lines on it, which is even better. Here's our shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues and one clear sprue. Oh, actually, turn the line. Yeah, get another sprue at the bottom here. I don't know what those are. Looks like hinges of some sort. Some photo etch. Get plenty of photo etch in here. We've got some ammo belt. Yeah, we got some ammo belts in there. Have a look at that in a bit. And of course we get the instructions and some other bits and pieces at the bottom here, so we'll go through that right now. So anyway, let's get you refocused up on these instructions. I believe that's right. Get this glare down a bit and zoom in a bit more. There we go. Right, so what do we have here? Right, we have. Okay, so this is cool. So this is the first version. This is flown by George Gay. So it literally is pretty much the same colour scheme all over, the blue and the white on the surface, and the same with this one as well. So there you go, there's your two marking options for VT8. Right, on to the instructions. So obviously it gives you some not part calls out, some what you'll need, all the health and safety bits, don't eat it, don't drink it or whatever. We also get, I haven't looked at this properly, we also have our colour call outs. It seems that they're all in Mr. Hobby or Mr. Colour, whichever one to put it. We get quite a few colours on here. Yeah, it's all in the C colours, which is the I think it's well, they're all lacquers, but there we go. Anyway, right, so that's that. Oh, is that wrong? Oh, so here's the front instructions. Sorry, that was the back. This is the front. Okay, so obviously, as always, we start off with the information down the front here, telling you which is which. So I'm going to have a quick read of it. First introduced in October 1935, two aircraft entered VT Squadron on the Saratoga, and it entered service. After 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy compliant fleet. Yep, keep going on and on and on. Here we go. In the Midway campaign TBD-1s of VT8, led by Lieutenant Commander John Waldron, sighted the enemy carriers. They attacked the Japanese fleet without the fighter escort. All 15 TB Devastators of VT8 were shot down by anti-aircraft guns and much faster Mitsubishi Zero's fighter. Not being able to inflict any damage, George Gay was the only survivor. Because of determined attack and heroic sacrifice, VT8 fighter cover of the Japanese fleet was kept occupied while 3 squadrons of American SPDs began dive bombing the Japanese carriers without any disturbance. 3 carriers were put out of action and were eventually abandoned and scuttled, which led to the final victory of the Battle of Midway. So yes, one did survive, which was George Gay, which we get in the kit. So first page, right, it seems that the instruction booklets are a bit back to front. So this is our part call outs, what we have here. Like I said, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues, 1 clear sprue, a 1-piece cowling, an extra part for the thing, 2 photo etch, and of course your decals. So that's that. So as always, we start off, these instructions are even weird. We start off with the cockpit. Now obviously we do get photo etched seat harnesses, which is the first step. We also get a really nice detailed gunner's ring as well. Let me zoom you in on this. There we go. That's better. You can see a bit better now. So there we go. So we get some photo etched details for the harnesses going onto the turret ring at the back. Bulkheads going on there. Really nicely detailed. Lots of things. You're getting to add some really good parts. I'll obviously won't have a look at the plastic yet, but if the instructions are as they say, we do get quite a bit of detail going on in there. And then one nice piece we do get by lots of things is these 30 caliber Brownings at the back. Obviously we've got a photo etched guns armour plates there, fitted on the twin mounts. Now I do believe we can, yes, we can have the rear gunner open or closed. So that's that. That'll be interesting to the kit. Okay, so it opens like this way now. So part 4 have down in here. Zoom out a tiny little bit. Part 4 we have obviously cockpit being sandwiched together like so. Obviously it's still going through all the thing. We put the arrestor hook at the back going in place. We get the armour headset at the back there. Get some photo etch parts for your plates and such. Obviously our gun sight going on in there. Our twin 8 radial engine. Well, actually is it single or a double? Yeah, double radial engine going on into there. Obviously accumulated at the front. We go to get some photo etch ignitions wires. That's going to be good. And I would say assembly of the engine with fuselage. So that's that. Now I do recall them saying that you need to drill out the exhaust hub. We'll soon see in a second. We do have now the engine cowling. We do get an open or closed radiator. The prop made up of 3 pieces onto the front there. A canopy, whether you want it open or closed. Now I do remember them saying a problem with the canopy, but obviously we never know. Never will know. What's that? Oh, hold on, what's there going on here? Okay, part 2 I think by the looks of here. We get our wings being fitted onto the top there. I do believe we can have the option where you want the wings up or down in the folded position. It also looks like we have some doors that can be open. Let's have a look. Twin stage of the bomb sight window drop. Okay. Carry on with our wing section. So we do get these plates that we put into here. We get some photo etch going on there in case you want them open. If you don't, just slot them into place, I believe. Yeah, that's it. So if you want the wings folded open, add some photo etch. If you don't, then so be it, and that's how it looks. Last but not least, our ornament going on the bottom here. Obviously got a torp going on there. We do have some wooden slats on the front to help the torpedo in the water. And that... oh, sorry, say again. We have, last but not least, our landing gear being fitted on. Quite some detailed parts by the looks of things. We get the option of whether we want the bomb bay actually closed or not. That's something I didn't expect. Yeah. We have some parts of the fuselage assembly as well. So there we go. Right, parts of things, it's all here, there and everywhere, so read the instructions properly first before we do anything, pretty much. So we're going on to the parts, so the decals. Come on. Come on. Try to bend them at the same time. Would be helpful if I could actually. There we go. Oh, okay. It looks like it's broken already, the bag. Okay. So it does look like... right, the photo etch, we have some film around it to start off with. Let's bring you up and refocus you. So, this is the first one, so we do have all these beautiful detailed harnesses going on. Our radiator, sorry, not a radiator, our ignition harnesses, parts for the cockpit, but looks like got our trim and parts for the torpedo. And on our other one, it looks like we have some really detailed ammo belts and some parts to the cockpit. Obviously, we've got a gun sight there. Yeah, pretty much armor plating and also firewall access. The decals, let's have a look. Made in China. Great Wall Hobby themselves. Now I don't know about these decals. Don't know how they would go down, but they look very glossy. They look a bit thick on the Tamiya side. Just seeing the glass there. But I can't see anything else really other than that. They look spot on. No issues whatsoever. So there we go. Right, I'm going to put that to the side. Let's have a look at some of the plastic case. So, I'm not going to get these ones out of the bag. I think these are for the cockpits, I believe. Yeah, they're for what the canopy sits on, that front canopy. Because the front canopy wasn't flat, it's like slid upwards and outwards. And speaking of canopy, okay, this is the clear sprue. And I have to say, looking at it, these clear parts are really, wow. Even you get those. Even get those I can't think of it now. They're all the rivet detail on there as well, including our window at the bottom there. They look really crystal clear. Really crystal clear. Look at that. Great. Right, on to our main pieces. We have our fuselage halves. Now this is one thing that I did pick up on Special Hobby. The detail is spot on. Put this there. Okay, so here's the fuselage halves. If I bring this up and just show you in the light there, if we can get it spot on. There we go. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can see it now. Right, if I go across the fuselage halves, I don't know if you can see. But we have some real, well, there we go. Right, so we have all this detail across the fuselage. Really spot on work here. It's very, very fine, so you don't want to ruin it too much. Just across the fuselage there, you can just about see it. Back and forward in the light there. But yeah, it's really detailed, and especially these rudder, you can see all the work going on to there with the canvas on the back. But yeah, really spot on. So you do get an option of bombs. I think it's all just one standard kit. And by the looks of things, on the landing gear parts, we do get some cabling already made. Framework inside, spot on. Jet pin marks in a few places here and there. But apart from that, that's really it. Okay, right, on with our next one. We have some of the details. And by I mean details, these look really, really fine. Which is just what we want. Okay, right, so here's our armament, which is the Torpedo. Once again, some really good detail across these parts. I've got accumulated part there. The tyres, two-piece tyres. Our seats are absolutely tiny, look at that. Radial engines, spot on. Really nicely done. Oh, here we go. Right, here's our Browning guns down here. You can see the detail on those barrels. Look at them. Spot on. Obviously some more landing gear components. Yeah. Some of the cockpits. Yeah, even this turret ring is really detailed as well. Look at that. Even the fire extinguisher. Wow, I have to say, absolutely spot on, including the parts for the torpedo. Really well done. Thumbs up for me so far. Now here's one thing that we all going to be talking about. The Devastator, like the Junkers aircraft, has corrugated wings. Let's see how these form up. Right. There's that detail on the wings. Now this is all raised, which was actually true. So if you're putting the decals down, really use a strong setting solution. Including the underside there. Again, you can't complain. And same again the other side. Even some nice structural detail when gluing the wings together. Yeah. And what other sprues do we have left? We have one more sprue. Let's have a look. It's out of the bag, come on. And this is the only issue with the resealable bags. Spend ages trying to get them open. And when you do get them open, take forever. So last but not least, it looks like we get some like final parts that we didn't miss. We have the bulkheads going on there. Again, Nice refined detail across the wings there. Some nice detail on this, the cockpit floor. Get some nice raised detail on the floor there. So we have, I believe this part was where, yeah, I believe someone will actually lay down this bit. I'm not too sure what my reading is, but that's where the window would be, where the pipes sit, so you can just see the part difference where one would go. It looks like we have. Okay, right, we have the doors in the open position here. Now we have some of injection moulding you can see just on there. So we'll have to sand that out, not too big of a detail. We have the panel where the bomb would go, or the torpedo if you're not having that version. Our flaps open again. Nice internal detail and outside detail as well. Top of the cockpit going there. Yeah, so it's a small aircraft, but a lot of details going into it. And last but not least, we have our elevators, nicely detailed once again. Looks like there's two pieces there, but it's actually moulded in one, and then we put the other tail on there. It actually looks like two great new pieces, but there we go. Right, so I believe that is everything covered, guys. That is Great Wall Hobbies. I was going to say wrong then. GWH. Oh, actually, there is one piece we have missed. How could I forget this piece? This is the one-piece cowling we spoke about. Let's bring this up. Again, obviously that's where the machine gun will sit out of there. Get some nice detail. Just captured the light there. But there we go. Spot on. There we go. Right, again, so with that done, that is Great Wall Hobbies Devastator all done and dusted. So if you really enjoyed this build review, well, not build review, inbox review, I hope it really helped you out, and I hope that we'll get onto this build soon, because I've really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to when I get around to it. But there we go. Right, so with that done, I'm going to see you all in the next video. So take care, happy modelling, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you wish so. So happy modelling, take care, see you all in the next video. So with that, cheers, and once again, goodbye for now. Take care, guys.